Yes. So today we'll be dealing with a topic vacuoles. So in our previous session we had learned about the mitochondria as the powerhouse of the cell, then about the lysosomes and about the Golgi apparatus or the Golgi complex. So now we'll be learning about the vacuoles. So what are these vacuoles? The vacuole is the membrane-bound space found in the cytoplasm. It contains water, sap, excreted product, and other materials not useful for the cell. The vacuole is bounded by a single membrane called tonoplast. In plant cells, the vacuoles can occupy up to 90% of the volume of the cell. In plants, the tonoplast facilitates the transport of a number of ions and other materials against concentration gradients into the vacuole. Hence, their concentration is significantly higher in the vacuole than in the plant cytoplasm. They're talking only about the plant cells, remember, over here. In amoeba, the contractile vacuole is important for excretion. In many cells, as in protists, food vacuoles are formed by engulfing the food particles. So basically, let me show you the diagram. So can you notice these big structures? I hope so. So these are the vacuoles. Now what are these vacuoles used for? Basically they are used for the storage of excretory product or other materials that are not useful. It contains water. So storage of food and water also, you can say storage of water. Now, do not confuse between the vacuoles and the suicidal bags, the lysosomes. Okay, and I had mentioned that both have the waste materials, but those lysosomes they digest the waste materials. But these vacuoles also they even give the rigidity and pressure to the plant cells. Also give rigidity and pressure to the plant cells. You can even consider like the storage of food and water also. Not only excretory product, so food and water also can be considered. Alright, so these are the big vacuoles which I had mentioned earlier. The next thing, I hope this diagram is clear. The next are the plastids. So what are these plastids? Plastids are found in all plant cells. They are basically found only in plant cells. So there are some organelles that are found only in the plant cells and there are some organelles which are found only in the animal cells. Now, I would probably like to inform you something that lysosomes over here, for the topic of lysosomes, I would like to add they are not present in plant cells. Not present in plant cells. Present only in animal cells. Only in animal cells. So that's why the vacuoles over in plant cells they also do the work of the excretory product and storage of excretory product. Okay, because the plants don't have these lysosomes. These are only present in the animal cells. So this was what I wanted to just show you. Yes, that's why. The next thing is plastids. Plastids are found in all plant cells, only in plant cells. They are not found in animal cells. Not in animal cells. They bear some specific pigments, thus imparting specific colors to the plants. Now you might have noticed the plants with green color. You know that they contain the pigment called the chlorophyll. This chlorophyll is present in the chloroplast, and chloroplast is a plastid. Amyloplasts store carbohydrates, starch, example potato. Elaioplasts store oils and fats. The aleuroplasts store proteins. There are some different plastids. The basically three major. These are the chloroplast, chromoplast, and leucoplast based on the colors. Chloroplast contain chlorophyll, green pigment that absorbs sunlight in photosynthesis, produce and store glucose. I will show you a better diagram of this chloroplast. So this is the structure of chloroplast. One chloroplast I'm just drawing. chloroplast. So they are basically green in color because they contain the chlorophyll. Contain chlorophyll. Yes, so these are, these contain the chlorophyll. Now, these are basically the granum. These are the basically stacks of thylakoids. This each one is known as the thylakoid. This is the lamella, which basically acts in a connection. Lumen is inside a thylakoid. So, granum inside a chloroplast. Like granum. Inside a granum, we find a thylakoid. Many thylakoids form a granum, and then they have lumen. Lumen. So this is the kind of level of organization we had seen. So in a similar way, you will notice these things. Human and thylakoid, the granum, so inside this is kind of level. So next, what is the function of chromoplast? Chromoplast, it contains carotenoids, red, orange, and yellow pigments and found in fruits and flowers. Flowers and fruits, so it basically gives red, orange, and yellow pigments. Leucoplast, it contains no pigments, but it's used to store starch. So it gives green color, and in photosynthesis, it gives red, yellow and orange color chromoplast. You can see structures, and leucoplast for starch, and this is colorless. So I hope you all understood. Vacuoles, plastids, and lysosomes, as I told you, they are present only in the plant cell. Sorry, only in the animal cell and not in the plant cell. Yes. So our next is the cytoskeleton. Now, what is the cytoskeleton? Skeleton means we understand the skeletal system, skeleton and all bones. An elaborate network or filamentous proteinaceous structures present in the cytoplasm is collectively referred to as the cytoskeleton. The cytoskeleton in a cell are involved in many functions such as mechanical support, motility, maintenance of the shape of the cell. So this is the cytoskeleton if you notice. This is cytoskeleton. So the cytoskeleton have many, small microfilaments, microtubules, and all. These cytoskeleton, they are basically used to give mechanical support, motility, and maintenance of the shape of the cell. Okay, maintenance of the shape of the cell, but the shape of the cell is in cell membrane. Just they maintain it. The next is centrosome and centrioles. Do not get confused between chromosomes and centrosomes. They are completely different from each other. Centrosome is an organelle usually containing two cylindrical structures called centrioles. They are centrioles and centrosome lie perpendicular to each other in which within each has an organization like the cartwheel. So they are basically in this way kind of they lie perpendicular to each other at right angles. At right angles, 90 degrees. 90 degrees. So 90 degrees, they help in cell division. So when you come across the process of mitosis and meiosis, you will see that in the cell division, let me just explain some function of this. So when the cells, when it's gonna get divided into two, we learned that they come from pre-existing cells now. So when they're going to get divided into two parts, so at that time what happens, these chromosomes, these genes, which are present, this chromatin material basically, it condenses to form these chromosomes. So what does this centrosome do? The centrosome, it's the centrosome, you imagine this is the centrosome. What does it do? It pulls equal number of chromosomes in both the cells which are gonna get divided. This one side two, no? So equal number of chromosomes it pulls. Okay, so in cell division, in cell division, it helps. That's why it pulls you will come to know when you learn the process of mitosis and meiosis. I'll just explain what is mitosis. Mitosis is cell gets divided into meiosis is cell gets divided into mitosis and meiosis, and then what happens? It just pulls them equal number of chromosomes. It kind of distributes between the two cells. So for now, I would probably like you to just understand this, that it helps in cell division and how I just explained in a brief manner. So actually we are completed with the cell organelles topic. So in our next topic, it will be your differences between plants and animals, which is very important. For now, I'm done. Keep smiling and thank you. If you have any doubts, kindly place it in the comments box. Thank you.